Leaking water on the boat 77. We find the source of the rusty water. That was all right, you know, at the beginning of the season. We go to the market with our new neighbours.
She gets mad at me if I pay €1 for like a block of cheese.
And we take the paddle wheel out and put the temporary bung in. And during one of our Wednesday walks, we run the portrait of the dog packs. Packs of wild dogs running around. Bloody Volvo. That was all right, you know, at the beginning of the season. I wondered where that water was coming from. Hey ho, Vitius. Hold up, we've done this before. On David's boat, Eternity. And now we've got exactly the same problem. So we're at the back of our engine, D130, and we noticed some rusty water in the bottom of the engine bay. And guess what? The old exhaust muffler. So I started disassembling this water muffler here. I forgot I hadn't got any footage of one being taken out close up. Although we did put it in a previous video when we did David's. My layout is slightly different. Mine comes across to the starboard side of the engine, and the water muffler is mounted on a block. Now I've got the shop vac, the aqua vac there, and the way to take these off is to loosen off all of the clamp bands, all of these clips, and then what you do is it's simply a case of just pulling the end plates out. So there's an end plate there. I'll show you the other one that's come out in a minute, and there was one there. They come out of this big rubber a lot easier than they come out of the small one. So what you do is you simply undo those bands, and then you can then rotate them out. Oh, I need both hands. But yeah, if you rotate these out, they then come out really easy. And then we can get some oxalic acid down there and get it cleaned up. But I'll show you in a minute. Mine has failed in exactly the same way as David's. They always fail. And Volvo say that it's a replaceable part at 270 odd quid. Okay, let's get this one out. So there we are, it's all out now. I've moved the heating ducting pipes out the way, cleaned it up. Not very impressed with the fitting. Somebody's drilled twice to try and get that in the right place there. But some oxalic acid and a green scratchy has cleaned it up okay. So now we need to mount the new one in. Top tip, before you fit the new one, is just put some fairy liquid or washing up liquid around there, and that will help them to slide in to the tubes. So I'm going to need both hands to do that, so I'll show you it once it's in, and then we'll put it in temporarily and look at making some brackets to either hold it down or secure it firmly in place. Let's get on with that. So as you can hear, the engine's running. We've got water flowing through the water lock. I've got a bit of gel coat to fill in here, which I'll do later, and then connect our hot air hose. I've used the old bracket to secure that in place. That's really firm now. So job's a good one. Time for a cup of tea, I think. So a big shout out to SVB in Germany. We ordered this part on the Monday and it arrived on Thursday, and it was €97. So once the unit was out, I took it apart and looked inside. You can see there's 2 holes in the front of the muffler. They weren't actually leaking, but crevice corrosion has destroyed that end. The baffle plate, the welds were broke, and that was floating around inside. And the rear portion also had a crevice corrosion hole straight through it. Really got to call Volvo out on this one. Why would you make a part that is so prone to this kind of damage when you can make a better one cheaper? Come on, Volvo.
So we're not sure if we're going to be staying there because it's a bit hard, but yeah, it is good fun there. But we'll see what happens. So we might be zigzagging all around the marina by the time we're Anyway, so off to the markets. Brittany's going to fly and get some pointless things.
Ryan's favorite place.
Yeah, we went swimming.
I'm getting some good.
I don't want to put that on camera.
Yeah, you must. So,
On the way to the market, we had to pop into the pet store, and Steve and Tracy from Sailing Vessel Dusk were looking at a new dog.
Yeah, look at one of these fluffy ones.
We'll have that one.
I'll get that one this
Oh,
year.
that's a good one. That'll never give us any trouble.
You won't have to worry about taking it for walks.
No, but you get these ones that actually move their heads like this. I'm going to buy him one for Christmas.
You know what you had in the back of the cars?
When we got to the market, it was absolutely vast. There weren't as many people there as we thought there would be, but hey ho.
Oh, sta vai.
Ballo bravo. È padrino. È padrino, Marlo See, that's why they're good, eh? People don't get angry and you got a little GoPro in your face. We've got a big camera like this.
Yeah.
stop it.
That would be so funny.
It wouldn't.
I'll be filming Brittany walk
She
around
gets
now,
mad at
then
me
the
if I
next
pay
scene.
€1 for like a block of cheese, but you'll pay €10 for a pair of hideous shoes.
And the tracksuits are like €15. I'm trying to get Brittany to buy these diamond encrusted shoes for €10 and a matching tracksuit so she fits in, but she won't do it.
Right, time to change out the Airmar sensor. This sensor does speed through the water temperature and depth all in one. It's quite a simple thing to do. These through holes are plastic and they've got a flapper valve inside, so when I undo this, the flapper valve will actually close and some water will come in, but even without the flapper valve, although it's an 1.5 inch hole, not a lot of water comes through. So just turn that until it gets to that point there. Have your bung ready, make sure it's nice and clean and ready to go. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, a bit more turning necessary. Here it comes. Wow, a bit of water, we'll take that out with a shop vac later. And there we are, that's screwed down. Let's have a look. That's not too bad. It's not too bad, but we'll clean that off and then leave it in the bilge for later. Can you see that? There's no hard growth, just some soft growth. Right, let's clean this up. Another mess to clean up. Wednesdays is the day we go for our long walks. Well, and Thursdays when we're going to the market. This is the view of the river as you cross one of the many bridges into and out of Licata, or Licata, depending where you're from. On this afternoon we decided to try and look for the other beach, the one that we'd seen when we sailed up from Ragusa. We eventually found it, but it wasn't particularly nice. There was a lot of rubbish up in the hedgerows and in the fields behind, but yeah, it was a long and pleasant walk. So far, far away in the distance, not the first bridge you can see, but the second bridge you can see is where we walked across. We've walked all the way around as far as the base of those hills, or nearly as far. Back along the beach, you can see in the distance, back over the river. Oh, I forgot to mention, past the sewage works. And then this is the entrance to the river, and over there is the marina, and of course there is the lighthouse. So we've got a ways to walk yet, but we'll keep going. There's a disused building here, looks very utilitarian. Big barns with sliding doors. A couple of pits there. If you can see those. That looks like it might be some kind of water treatment. If you know what those are, tell me in the description. Right, I better catch them up now. Lots of rubbish in the hedgerows here. Am I going in your blog? You can see these over here. There's packs of wild dogs running around, which is why we can't take Oscar out. So there's one big one there, two over the back of me, and about 9 or 10 over there. And the music you can hear in the background, that's probably what aggravating the dogs. Would aggravate me having that on all day. Hey ho, into the supermarket. I'm going to get a coffee. When I got back, I thought I'd just map out where we'd walked. Turns out it was about 5.5 kilometres. Are you comfy, boy? You don't like the lightning, do you? You don't like lightning and thunder. You're a good boy though, aren't you? Yep, it's raining.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
We were hoping to go and do some filming outside, the other side of the marina, to show you what that was like. Unfortunately, the thunderstorm says no. It is absolutely pouring with rain at the moment, so you'll have to put up with us in here today.
Yeah, it's lots of oh,
big lightning.
Lots of lightning around. We're actually tracking. Oh, we're all right, Oscar. All right, good boy.
Come here.
Good boy.
Come in.
It's only lightnings. Well, there you go. You don't get any more real than that. Come on, mate. Come and sit up here. Come on.
Oscar, look. What's his?
Look, what's this? Bless him. He's always been the same. But that was quite close, wasn't it?
It was actually.
So yeah, it's pouring with rain. There's a bit of a thunderstorm going on, and we're just finishing off the latest video, which will go up tonight for patrons, and then on YouTube in a week's time. It's been a funny old week, hasn't it?
Well, the weather's turned a little bit horrible, so.
And we've got new neighbours.
Yeah, we've got new neighbours.
So sailing Sunday, our new neighbours next door that way.
That's Ryan and Brittany.
And yeah, they haven't been around for a cup of sugar yet, but they're great fun, and they've got 2 2 pooches at the moment and a pussycat on board. So yeah, they're.
You've got to be a bit careful with Russell because he's not a cat fan.
No, he's not a cat fan, but yeah. So new neighbours, and we'll put a link to their channel in the description. Go over and take a look and say hi from us in the comments. What else have we been up to this week?
It's just been doing a bits and bobs week really, sort of tidying things up and sorting cupboards out, cleaning cupboards out.
Cleaning cupboards out, and what was the other? Oh, we did the exhaust muffler at the beginning of the week. Big shout out to SVB. I'll put a link in the description to those guys. They sell genuine parts from Bavaria and Volvo. But as you saw in the video, we haven't used a Volvo part because they don't last very long. David's lasted 2.5 years. Ours has lasted 4.5, nearly 5 years now. So it's just bad design. Stainless steel is not the thing to use in this particular application and the way it's used. And talking of stainless steel, if you go to our website and go to the technical page, I've just updated the article that I did on stainless steel for new and learner sailors a couple of months ago. So that's an interesting read. I've updated it and put some more photographs on there. Again, I'll put a link in the description.
Anyway, big thank you to all our Patreons.
Yeah.
Usual, we couldn't be doing this without you.
No, a couple of new patrons we've had in the last month.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining the crew. And of course, if you want to join, just go over to Patreon. There's a link in the description. And for the price of a beer, you can help contribute to us making these videos. Well,
That's it.
that's it, isn't it? For another week. We'll see you all again soon.
Take care. Sail safe.
Sail safe.
Bye.
Bye. What? Oh yeah, footage. Ah, it's on.